This year, lots of us are loving gingerbread, and instead of the dark colours of red and green that we've used in the past, we're working with red, white and pale pink. So we don't have all of our stock in yet, but we do have a little bit to start playing. So we thought we'd have our first tree in this Frosted Gingerbread is the theme we're calling this year to show to you. So a couple of things I wanted to point out in this tree. First of all, we've used a spray at the top, which is just a red and white spray, bit of fun with the peppermint swirls in it. And then we've just got the gingerbread piece in there to bring that gingerbread in. You could also add a gingerbread pick if you wanted to it. And then we've worked a couple of elements in here. So with the bows, we've used the finer ribbon, the 38mm ribbon, and we've made lots of loops in the bows. It's actually been inspired by the original Raz tree in this Jingle and Cocoa theme, where they did the same sort of look. And we're working the bows, and we've got 3 big bows in the tree. So we've got our big bows that we just mentioned with lots of loops in there, and we've got 3 of those repeated through the tree. And then to complement that, we're using pairs of flowers. So the pale pink and the red frosted sort of flower. So again, soft look with the red. And we've got 3 pairs of those, and then just added a couple of extra where there's gaps around here. We've also just used, we had the red and white polka dot ribbon. So Cara made some sweet little bows just to add in there to fill some gaps. As we said, we don't have all of our gingerbread collection in this range yet, but we wanted to work with the colours to show you the overall theme and how you can start thinking about it going together. And then to give a little bit of a pop, when we first did this, we didn't have much red in and we really found it needed a bit. So Cara came back into the tree and she's added these touches of red and set them inset to the tree. So these are 15cm balls that we've got up here, just to give you an idea of size. And a few of those are spread through the tree and pushed into the tree, as well as the sort of 10 to 12cm size baubles in there. And then to give it the decorative finish on here, we've got some hanging ornaments again with that kind of crystally, the very soft finish with the red on there. Beautiful gingerbread with a soft pale pink and white iced finish there, which are lovely. Some lovely glass ornaments in the pale pink. And then again, these really sweet little, this is a shatterproof ball, but in the frosted sort of snowy finish there to keep it all very soft and quite elegant looking. I thought it would be useful sharing a few tips on how we put the tree together with these still photos. So first of all, we set up our tree topper. We usually use 2 or 3 sprays just for the front of the tree, and you can see they're set to sort of be in the middle and then spraying out evenly on either side. The next step is to add the bows to the tree. We wanted to use 3 larger size bows on the front of this tree. We always work 1 towards the top of the tree, and then sort of when we're working with 3, 1 slightly more to the left, the middle, and 1 a little bit more to the right on the lower part of the tree. You'll see we've left the tails quite long on these bows too, so we've fed the tail ribbon through the trees to give an extension of that ribbon right through, and sort of helps it kind of almost join the three bows together. And the third step in our process is to add our flowers. So we're working with pairs, as we've already mentioned, and we work them in sort of the opposite position to the bows. So this gives you a really nice even coverage of your main larger elements, so you can then go and fill in between with first with the larger baubles and then working your smaller baubles. As well as the tree, what we've done is we've created just a really simple fireplace display here. So we've got our bottle brush trees at the back there, and you can see we've actually just added our little strings of fairy lights through them. So we keep them together as a set of 3. 2 flowers in the middle and then just a flower on either side. And Cara's just used some of the simple decorations that we had left over from the tree to fill out our garland for us there. And in the middle here, because we're using a fake fireplace, she's just filled it with red and white balls and some lights again to give that beautiful fairy light effect. And finally, just to show you this tree here, this is a 1.2 meter size tree that is flocked, lit, slim, and we've just used the same colors, add a little bit of ribbon, much smaller bows to it, a few ornaments that we had. So there's not a lot on this tree, but it just gives it enough to add it and complement the theme that we had, so that you can put it in another room if you wanted to.